Hi, this is David from Child, and I listen to the One Up Gaming Podcast.
Hi, I'm Matt Kapp, the lead artist on Binding of Isaac Rebirth and the creator of Castle in Darkness, and I listen to the One Up Podcast.
I bang with One Up Gaming, drop more hits once I'm famous. The best, that's what our aim is. All platforms, what your game is. To the leaderboards, I'm coming. See me in a shooter, I can promise I'll be gunning. When I hit the music charts, I swear I'm gonna run it. Can't take One Up, you can try, but we done it. Let's go. Alright, let's go to the best place for reviews I know. Xbox One and PS4, Wii U as far as consoles go. They do handheld PCs, merchandise for you and me. Contest that you gotta do. The prizes are for gamers who going hard all day. We really the boys, cause it's just that great. Can't lose, there's too much at stake. You're a certified badass when you play.
I bang with One Up Gaming. I bang with One Up Gaming.
I bang with One Up Gaming, drop more hits once I'm famous. The best, that's what our aim is. All platforms, what your game is. To the leaderboards, I'm coming. See me in a shooter, I can promise I'll be gunning. When I hit the music charts, I swear I'm gonna run it. Can't take One Up, you can try, but we done it. Let's go.
Hello people, just David here, One Up Gaming. Should we just call it a day? Should we just finish? But anyway, episode 232, which is a hell of a lot of episodes really when you think about it. Yeah, I started, I think it was the end of or the beginning of 2012? I can't remember. It was somewhere around that sort of time, so we've been doing it a fair few years now. But anyway, a lot of the team has been coming and going, and at the moment we do have writers, but none of them are available to come on to the actual podcast itself. So if anyone out there would like to come on and chat, just an hour a week, give or take. We won't do the stupid episodes like we used to do, which was like 3.5 hours, 4 hours, because that was just torture in the editing, because it took, as you can tell, 4 hours to record, and then I'd have to re-listen back to everything, cutting bits out, adding bits in, cutting the ums and ahs out, and all that, and it literally broke me. So we decided just to do the shorter episodes. So that's where we are now, where we're doing roughly, like, I'd have a guess half hour, an hour maximum per episode. But yeah, if anyone wants to, all you need to do is have a decent, well, not even decent, just a good microphone and a Skype account, or even not, as long as you got, like, I don't know if you need to have Windows or not. I don't know, to be honest. I don't really know anyone that uses a Mac, but we've got certain bits and bobs that we can use to get it all going and recorded, and I'll edit it all together and put it up, things like that. But yeah, if anyone is interested, please just email us at contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. Other than that, this episode is sponsored by a music CD. Well, it's not even a CD, it's just a music album that's available to download from either like the Apple Music Store or the Play Google Store, or even just go onto Spotify and things. You can search it and find it, and it's games inspired music. And whenever an album is sold, 20% of that will go to the Child's Play charity, I believe it is. So please just go it's only about £5.99, so I don't know what that would be in dollars, probably about $7, I don't know, something around about that sort of price. It's got 26 bits of music on, a few songs. But yeah, so that's what's paying our bills this month. So I think we should just get straight into it, and we'll talk about some of the games I've been playing this week. Now, for the first time in nearly a year, I've had some time off work, which is great, but very boring at the same time. I spent a week down at my parents' house, so I took my Nintendo Switch, and then I've been playing on the PS4 up when I've been up here, just sat doing every so often. So basically, I'll just go through little by little, just talking little bits about some of the games. So first of all, of course, I've been playing a bit more of the Tetris Effect. Gorgeous game, brilliant game to play, amazing music, visuals to die for. Can't recommend it enough, it's amazing. Next up, now a lot of these games I either picked up in the sales or I got them on the free, like the PlayStation Plus, where you get them for free every month. And I've not played them since I've downloaded them, sort of thing. So I had a quick go at Titanfall 2. Jumped into the story, and it looks good. It plays good, but I don't know. It just didn't grip me to keep me going. So I only played that for about 10-20 minutes. Well, I say that probably about half an hour. And yeah, it looked amazing, but it just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't have that feel to it. Next up, Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. And this one, I loved it on the 360. Not touched it on the PS4. It was free, I think it was last month, or was it this month's game? I can't remember. And turned it on, and yeah, I remember, it's really good. It's still good. Doesn't warrant being like the full clip edition. It doesn't really look any different in my opinion. But it still plays good, runs smooth, looks amazing. Story is funny, I really like it. Next up, one of the games that I had, I think it was on the Nintendo Switch. Was it the Nintendo? No, it might have been the Wii U. It might have been the Wii U. And that was Nano Assault Neo X. This is like the good old arcadey twin stick shooters, sort of like Geometry Wars or Super Stardust HD, those sort of things. But with this one, you're basically like shrunken down to be on a cell, like microbes and stuff, and you're trying to destroy viruses and stuff. So instead of it being on a flat plane, you're actually going around. Let's just sort of say it looks like a big kidney bean, and you're going around the kidney bean, shooting in all directions, trying to destroy the viruses and stuff. And it is an amazing game. It's really cheap. I'd recommend it. It's amazing. If you like twin stick shooters, give it a go. Nano Assault Neo X. Next game, I literally turned it on. I had a look at some of the special cards because I forgot, with it being the remastered edition, you get all the DLC. And that was the Burnout Paradise. So I just had a quick look at some of the cars. I had a quick go at the one that's supposed to be like the DMC, the DeLorean. And it's fast as hell. But it still looks good, still plays well. For me, Burnout stopped being Burnout after about Burnout 3. When it was like basically track-based. All this open world car race, I just don't enjoy it as much. Same as like all the snowboarding games. When it was like SSX, where it was like a single path that you went down and followed and raced. I love those games. But as soon as it turned into like an open world full mountain, I just think it's boring. I really do. But next up, again, not played this ever, and it was on for like £3, so I thought I'd buy it. And that was Dragon Age Inquisition. And it was alright. I would never say it's anything good, but it was alright. I liked the combat and the story and everything. It seemed to be going quite well. The next game, again, very cheap, was Mass Effect Andromeda. And I've never been a big, massive Mass Effect fan. And with this one, I was just looking, because after all the negative reviews and everything, I thought I'd give it a quick go. And I actually enjoyed it more than the other Mass Effect games, especially the start and the story and the build-up and everything. I just thought it started better than the other ones. But that's me. That is me. I'm weird. I'm strange. I know that. So, next up was... So that's all the PS4 games. So now I'll go through all the little Switch games I played while I was on my little holidays. And I put a hell of a lot of time in the management mode of the FIFA 18. And what that basically means, I sold off all my players and I bought in loads of like 20-year-old players who are going to be amazing. And I think I'm top of the league. I'm really doing well. So that's quite fun. I actually quite enjoyed it on the Switch. It's quite fun. I don't think I've ever really played it on the TV. I just carry it around as a handheld. Next up, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now, not my sort of game. Not great. Very kiddie, very easy. And I only got it because it was like £15 in sale. So I picked that up. It's bright, colourful, it's Mario. But, you know, turn-based strategy, battle sort of thing. It's alright. Next up, I had to buy it. And it's the Sega Ages release of the Outrun. And that plays good, looks good, sounds good. I'm really can't wait for the Virtua Racing when that comes out. Hopefully that's only about £5-6 as well. Because Virtua Racing is amazing. And if people don't know, I've got a Sega's AM2 tattoo on myself. So, yeah, AM2, one of the best developers ever. Next up was a single developer person who made a game. And it's been ported to a lot of machines and consoles. And that is called the Next Penelope. And basically this is like a top-down racing game with combat and shooty elements in. And it's really good. It's really fun, really fast. Stupidly fast in some ways. The last game that I played is called Legendary 11, and it's like a football game, but very arcadey sort of game. I never played enough to get into it, but it just didn't have the sort of the right feel for me to be that sort of game. It just felt like the old mid-90s Neo Geo sort of games where like super moves and stuff. I don't know. I'll give it another go. I'll have more of a play on it. And the very last game that I did play, which I'm not going to talk about now, I'm going to do a quick review of it in a bit after the news maybe. And that was Gear Club Unlimited 2 for the Nintendo Switch, and it's like a semi-realistic arcadey racing game with real cars and circuits and tracks. But as I say, I'll go into that in a little bit of time. But that is what I've been playing this week. So if anyone's got any comments or anything, please message us or tweet us at OUGOfficial. We're going to have a quick little break now. I'm sure Justin's got more games to plug. And we'll come back with, I'd ever guess, the news. Won't be much, but we'll come back with the news. So back in a couple of seconds.
Do you have trouble sleeping? Tossing and turning all night? Nothing you do seems to help. You're not getting your recommended 6 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Well, now there's a solution. Now there's Fat Cat Fly. With Fat Cat Fly, you'll easily get the sleep that you deserve. Download for free on the iOS App Store, and you're guaranteed to get a good night's sleep with very few side effects, as you help a fluffy kitty eat all the junk food that he wants. Side effects may include sleeplessness and desire for cheeseburgers if erection lasts more than 5 hours. See a physician. Try Fat Cat Fly today. Visit facebook.com/fatcatfly because you deserve a better life.
And now, it's this week's news with 1UP Gaming.
Right then, so we're back. Still me, David, still 1UP Gaming, still 232. And we're going to have a quick talk about some of the news that's been this week. So first of all, we have to talk about Anthem, the demo that came out. Now, I'm not a big sort of like multiplayer sort of game player. So all these, like Destiny and all that sort of stuff, I don't care. To me, Halo's always a single player story mode. I don't care about the multiplayer. But anyway, Anthem. It looks as though the demo has been experiencing a lot of severe issues. It's preventing some players from finishing quests or accessing the demo altogether. Basically, you can go on to the official suggestions from EA and BioWare and basically how to solve them. So basically, I'll just go into some of the details. Bearing in mind, I've not played this, I'm just having a quick read of this. So anyway, there's infinite loading screen. So basically, it's when it's sat there loading. So basically, it's just sort of sat trying to load and it just sits there and doesn't do now. The developers are looking into this. Next one is the can't progress past the Anthem title screen. Basically, EA and BioWare say this issue likely to persist if you don't redeem your code on your EA account or you don't have an EA account linked to your PS4. Developers are looking into this. Now, I don't have a clue what this means, but no javelin unlock at level 12. So basically, in the demo, you receive one additional javelin unlock once you reach level 12. I don't know if that's a weapon or a memory slot or... Well, but basically something's supposed to pop at level 12. Basically, there's some users reporting they couldn't access their second javelin. EA and BioWare have said the issue is now fixed. So make sure you check in, blah blah, all this, that, the other. So yeah, try restarting your game. The Anthem VIP demo code friend code redemption. Basically, if you're having the VIP demo and you're having issues redeeming it, suggesting visiting the code redemption site in your browser's in private mode or clearing your browser's cache. Jeez, what the hell? Rubber banding and other performance issues. The 1.26 update said the infrastructure problems causing rubber banding in Anthem has been identified. The team is making changes over the weekend to fix this and other server performance issues. No idea what that means. But anyway, connection problem error message. This was a primary issue plaguing the Anthem VIP demo. Throughout the first day of the demo, this time, resolved. Yeah, so basically, it looks as though there's been a few problems with Anthem. But again, it's an online-based game, and there's always loads of problems. And I guess there'll be a lot of people jumping on to try to play the game. I've always said, even last year when it was announced, I didn't think it looked amazing. But we'll see how it goes and what happens. So, next up, we have Nintendo's honesty around the Metroid. I really want a new Metro game. When's that out? Soon, I think, innit? So anyway, Metroid Prime 4. People are saying it's good that they're being transparent about it. Basically what's happened is Nintendo made an incredibly transparent announcement on the development of Metroid Prime 4. It read that they had halted and was to begin again under Retro Studios. They were the ones who made the original Metroid Prime games. Nintendo General Manager of Planning and Development, we learned that although Nintendo found it very regrettable the company didn't feel the current progress of Metroid Prime 4 was up to their standards for the series. So basically, yeah, they've come out, announced that the game wasn't working, wasn't going as well as they'd hoped, and basically they've just restarted everything. And so in other words, the game might be another 2-3 years away. So that's a shame, because I really was looking forward to that. But we'll see what happens in the meantime. So next up, Resident Evil Netflix TV series is reportedly in the works. So Netflix is reportedly developing a live-action Resident Evil series, according to Deadline. Now, I don't know who Deadline is or what Deadline is, but we'll see what happens. Basically, is this going to be Netflix's answer to get a really good, like, Walking Dead sort of style series going? Or is it just putting the names out there and see what sticks and see what happens? But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, it looks as though the PSN deals on Tuesday. So basically, it looks like there's some deals up until the 5th of February. So basically, God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2 is discounted to... Oh, God. It looks like it's like $10 off or whatever, so it's not a lot. Battlefield 5 and Destiny 2, yeah, they're half price. Hitman 2, it looks to be about 40% off, something like that. Just Cause 4 and Shadow of the Tomb Raider are also about $35, $40, £35, $40. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is like $30, so that'd be about 25 quid, I'd have a guess. Then again, nowadays they're probably all they swap the dollar sign for the pound sign, don't they? EA's most popular sports are also on sale. FIFA 19 and NHL 19 are down to $24 each, so I guess that's £20. NBA Live 19, the 1 edition, is $10. Is that the full game? Because if that's the full game, that's not bad. So that'll be about 8 quid. UFC 3, I didn't even know there was a third one. I thought they stopped at the second one because it wasn't great. Is $24. And the PS Plus members can also get the intense off-road racing game, which I don't think it's a racing game, called Onrush for $12, which I would recommend that game. It's amazing. Some of the notables: Dead Cells for $17, Horizon Zero Dawn $15, Grand Theft Auto 5 $15, and the Spyro and Crash Remastered bundle for $50. Atlas Persona 5 is $25. Yeah, they're just rubbish. Oh, then it gives you a full list of stuff there, which I am not going to read. Yeah. So, that's all the stuff that's on sale on the PSN store. Hopefully they'll be in the UK as well, because I will go and have a look at mine when I get paid. Anyway, next up, we've got PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Have announced that a new version of the PC game entitled PUBG Lite. So it's PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds Lite. The new product is a standalone free-to-play edition of the hit Battle Royale game that is now in beta in Thailand. So I guess they're just seeing massive drop-off in the fact that the actual game, as soon as like the Fortnite came out as free-to-play, the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds massively dropped off, because like, why would you pay 30, 40 quid dollars for the game when you can get a similar game experience for free? So it looks like they're going to try and do the free version, then add all the paid downloadable stuff to sort of do that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the future. So anyway, next up, a weird bit of news. And that Slightly Mad Studios, the developers of like the Project Cars games and the Shift games and racing games, they were announcing they're called the Mad Box, which is going to be like a PC in a box console that's going to be released in about 2-3 years time, something like that. And it looks as though they've shown off a controller that might be used for the device. And I'm looking at the picture of it now, and it looks really weird. It looks more like I don't know how to sort of describe it. Do you know the button configuration? It looks like it's got 4 buttons, 2 analog sticks, like the Xbox, so it's like inverted, one's higher than the other, and a D-pad. D-pad looks alright. Looks like an old sort of like Mega Drive sort of one, Mega Drive Saturn sort of style. But it kind of looks like do you know those like Bluetooth controllers you buy for your mobile phones? It kind of has that sort of look to it, which, to be fair, they've probably just gone out and asked to... Ooh, I have just seen some on more pictures, and it looks as though the whole inside, like where on the PlayStation it's got like that touchpad, it looks like this is like an LCD screen, and on certain games, like there's one here where it's got like, it says like 3rd gear with the rev counter, and then on another one it's got like a big red cross saying eliminated, and on another picture it's got like a QWERTY keyboard. So it looks like it's touchscreen with multi-use facilities, and it looks as though it's got triggers which look much more like, I don't know how to describe it apart from being like a gun trigger. So it's not like the little squash ones on the PS4. It's like a big, much more angle used on it. So I guess for racing games it'll be brilliant, because it'll be able to be used a lot more. But yeah, do you know what? I actually seen a bit more of that. It looks really good. It looks nice. So anyway, that's the Madbox controller maybe. Just Google it, have a quick look around, see what you think. And the last bit of news that I've got, it looks as though the Alien... I've completely gone black. Sorry, I was going to say I've completely blacked out of the name, but it's called Alien Blackout. So, basically it's a direct sequel to 2014's Alien Isolation, which I did not like. I got loads of bugs and it crashed all the time. But basically it looks as though it's somewhat of a cross between Five Nights at Freddy's, but the additional of more characters broadens the experience. But yeah, that's out now. Maybe I might download that. I might put a video up. If this is available, I will go to my Play Store and I will type Alien. So Alien Blackout. Ooh, it's £4.99. I will not play that. I'm not paying £5 for a mobile game unless it's something I'm really, really, really looking for. But yeah, so that is the news this week. So thank you. We'll go and have a quick break. I guess Justin's got another game to plug. And then we'll come back and I'll do a quick review of my game that I was playing on the Switch. So thank you, and we'll be back in a few seconds.
Hi, my name is Justin. I'm the developer of Per Rocket, an iOS space game with cats. And I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast. You can find a link to download my game at facebook.com/perrocket.
Up next on the One Up Gaming podcast is 10 minutes of nothing. Will it be the team talking about nothing or a guest interview? Stick around and find out now. It's 10 minutes of nothing. Yeah, 10 minutes of nothing.
Right then, David here, One Up Gaming. This is from episode 232 of the One Up Gaming podcast, so please Google, search, download, subscribe, like, all those wonderful and weird buttons and combinations that you can do. This is going to be a review of Gear Club Unlimited 2 for the Nintendo Switch. And we were rather nicely sent over review codes for it because I'd heard good things from the first game and I was really looking forward to the second game when it was announced. But for some reason I just couldn't bring myself to, I think it was about £50. Something like, I looked at it and I was like, ooh, that seemed really pricey. But anyway, emailed off to them. They got back to me straight away, sent over code. So here we go. Now, I don't like going straight into review with like the game is an absolute abomination of a game. So we'll skip all that. And now, I really enjoy really sticky sort of games. So Forza, Gran Turismo, all those sort of games where you get a sensation of speed, you get a sensation of braking, the movement, the weight of the car, the feel of the car, the physics engine, everything all combined to make everything run smooth, look good, play well. And don't get me wrong, I also love arcade races as well, Burnout, and even some of the old games like 4x4, Four Wheel Thunder, all those sort of games on the Dreamcast and the arcadey sort of games. And for some reason this game, it has the art style, the graphics, the look of a real sim sort of game. So the cars look good, the backgrounds look nice, but the handling, your car's hardly got any turning whatsoever. Then all of a sudden it goes into a skid. It just feels like it pivots on an axis. It just doesn't feel as though you're grounded in a realistic environment. So you get no real control and fluidity of how you're playing the game. Then the other problem is there is no sensation of speed whatsoever. It is so slow. Then the other problem is, I don't know if anyone else realises this or not, but to me, the game's circuit tracks play almost identically to the Need for Speed, was it The Run? Where you were racing across America, where like every 5 seconds there was like a 90-degree corner. And this game is exactly that. Drive, corner, drive, corner, drive, corner. And it's not just like little tiny corners, and it's proper 90-degree corners all the time. And it just doesn't let you build up a feeling of the sensation of the cars, the speed, anything. It just doesn't work at all. Next up, you can do upgrades to your car, which you're like, oh yeah, sim. Add more engine parts, add more brake parts, add this, that, the other. But it doesn't really do anything to the car. It's so annoying. But I mean, like, I honestly think that it just, I can tell it's a mobile game engine being converted across, because everyone knows, no one likes to admit it, but everyone knows that the Nintendo Switch is just an Android tablet with a really good graphics chip in there. So that's why a lot of the Android sort of games have been coming across quite quickly, because it's just so easy to sort of do. But yeah, so I mean, as I say, like looking at some of these reviews on Metacritic, it is just basically saying that this console can do so much better. This is just unacceptable. It's a shame that we don't give. It's basically saying that massive input lag. I agree with that one. Clearly, isn't all there. So yeah, it just looks as though there's. And another thing that I must mention, the loading times. Oh my Jesus Christ, the loading times are appalling. It can be at least a minute long to load. So all in all, I just think this game, if it was released at about £10, maybe get some sort of fun and satisfaction out of it. But to release it at, I think it released at £55. So that'd be like $65. I don't know. Dollars, I just don't understand anymore. But for £55, that's just crazy. And I know that it's on the Nintendo Switch, and anything on the Nintendo Switch is expensive. Because Nintendo, oh yeah, they do like their money. But steer well clear of this game. It is not good. It is not fun. It is technically broken, in my opinion. It's one of the worst games I've played in a very long time. And for that reason, I would give this 1 star. It's 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10, whatever you want to call it. It is just rubbish. It is a horrible, horrible game. Yeah, I think they need to ditch the complete engine and rebuild it from the ground up. But I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll keep the engine and just try to tweak it. So we'll see where it goes in the future. So yeah, One Up Gaming, me David. Do not buy Gear Club Unlimited 2 for the Nintendo Switch. It is an abomination of a game. Thank you. Goodbye.
Hey guys, Justin here. I just wanted to say that I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you a lot. Yes, you in particular. In that way. And I wanted to say, I think you're great. I've always said that about you. And I was wondering, if you think we're great, if you could give us a quick rating on iTunes, we'd really appreciate it. It would really, really help us out in that, podcasty sort of way. And if you're feeling particularly festive, perhaps even a little saucy, maybe stop by our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/OUG and see if you can't slip a few bucks our way. After all, every little penny or whatever space money they use in Europe helps out the show. Thanks for listening. OUG Gaming will always be free, but with your support, we can always move forward and always be better.
Right then, so, yep, still me David, still One Up Gaming, still episode 232. Dory lads and lasses, boys and girls, this episode is about to end. Thank yourself. But I would just like to sort of say before we go, this episode has been sponsored by the album Games Inspired Music. Just go search it on the Play Store, the Apple Store, the Spotify, anything. Just Google Games Inspired Music. And please visit our website, which is oneupgaming.co.uk. We have an official Patreon site, which is patreon.com/OUG. We have official merchandise at bluecyborg.com. Just search One Up Gaming. Again, the album Games Inspired Music is out on sale now. 20% of each sale goes to the Child's Play charity. We've also got our first 100 podcasts available at audiobooksontape.com. And there's also a Sans Pants Radio interview, and £1 of each sale goes to the Diabetes UK charity. So please visit us on Facebook, just search One Up Gaming, YouTube, One Up Gaming as well. We've got an official Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/OUG official. If you want to tweet us, it's at OUG official. And contact us, it's contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. So please find us on iTunes or wherever you want to subscribe to us. And just subscribe, give 5 stars, positive feedback. It basically helps to stroke our egos, and it helps raise us in the searches when people are just randomly searching gaming podcasts and things like that. So that's me, David, One Up Gaming, episode 232, saying thank you all, goodbye, and I'll leave you with a song from one of our good friends, Conte the Hero. Goodbye.
I'm a beast! Rawr! LGA! LGA! Put in my heart in this, with the ones who started this, oh, you don't want no part in this, oh, LGA! It's taking over, have to say it, gonna show you either way, you gonna really know of LGA! Lyrical genius, when I say it, bet I mean it in a way, my flow it is meaning LGA! Not gonna back down, I will bow down, recognize the cues now. I say, about to show you the way that LGE became evolution and change. Revolution remains for LGE. The game has been missing a brain, and I'm claiming that name for LGE. Now you don't really want it, please believe I'm always on it, and I'll fight you to the death for LGE. Think you can play with me? No, you don't have to wait and see. I'll come to you and you will see about LGE. Cause I spit the coldest fire, oxymoron for deniers. Such a beast to all you liars. LGE. why don't you follow me? Contain the hero, obviously, and you will see that you should be about LG. Oh no, it's fading out. See, my time is running out, and now you all know you should be about LG. Put in my heart in this, cause we're the ones who started this, so we don't want no part in this, so LG. It's taking over, had to say it, gonna show you either way, you gonna really know of LG. Lyrical genius, when I say it, bet I mean it in a way, my flow give it its meaning. Not gonna back down, I won't bow down, not the king down.
I ain't more than just a lyrical crown, cause when you hear me, it's more than just sound. The words I spit be more than just nonsense. The more you hear me, the more that I'm confident. You can hate on me, but hatred is a must. Time to show the world what to try to keep tough. This is LGE, that's what they gon' have you scream. You can say you had a throne, but I don't see no kings. You could call it me taking my shot, but I see it as the real recognize for what it's not. My eyes open, I can see for what it is. I choose to make mine and change how I live. By doing what I do, ain't worried about the damn biz. You can have a life, cause I got mine. Listen to the fact, LGE is on the rise. Yeah, the scene is out of mine.
Put in my heart in this, cause we're the ones who started this, so you don't want no part in this, so it's taking over, had to say it, gonna show you either way, you gonna really know of lyrical genius, when I say it, bet I mean it in a way, my flow give it its meaning. Not gonna back down, I won't bow down, not the king now. I believe me, I wish it rewind, deceive me, trick me into thinking that you haven't just begun. Not ready for not an issue. If you mad, then you should let it go. We are set to blow. Too many said that you know. Don't think they will miss you. If they hear who they've been waiting for. LGE. I hope you know it now. Heard it from a poet. How lyrical genius we are. LGE. Won't ever back down. Don't know how to act now. Glad to only be about LGE. Can agree about how we spit the heaters out. Only getting leaders out of LGE. Too bad it's over for you. This what we told you we do. Now you would know that it was LGE. Put in my heart. We put our heart in this. Started this, so you don't want no part in no LGE. We taking over. Had to say it. Gonna show you the way you gonna really know of LGE. Cause every coming genius when I say it, know it mean it. In a way my flow give it its meaning. LGE. Not gonna back down. I won't bow down. Not the kings now. LGE. Put in my heart. Yeah. No. LGE. We're taking over. Gonna show you either way you gonna really know of LGE. Lyrical genius. When I say it, bet I mean it in a way you know it is meaning. LGE. Not gonna back down. I won't bow down. Breaking out the kings now. LGE. Yeah, that's how we do it. How we do it. Yeah, LGE. Contact. Better feel me. LGE.